I bet with Interbet only. They're a fantastic site. I've never had any issues with them. They are very professional. There's never a problem. You deposit money, 2 seconds later it's in your account. You withdraw, which I do very occasionally, and I believe it's also 2 seconds it's in your account.
Moving along to race number 3, which will be the start of the Pick 6 1000 meters the distance. This is a maiden plate that jumps at 10 past 1. Race number 3. We've got a rerun for you, that of Railroad when finishing third last time out in an interview with Gallop Preview and Jabu Jacobs.
Of Abraham is on the inside. Spec Magic towards the stand side. Spirit of Abraham and Tea Time Tipple. Send Me's running on from behind. Railroad between runners. Tea Time Tipple's going to have to pull out more. Spirit of Abraham on the inside and Tea Time Tipple with Railroad. Nothing between them. Spirit of Abraham and Tea Time Tipple. Oh, I think Spirit of Abraham just won it. Tea Time, Tipple and Railroad, but it's mighty close.
Long Gallery, same applies to Long Gallery, carrying a bit of extra weight. He ran a good race last time. I expect him to improve a little bit. I don't think it's his right distance. He's still very playful, but he's coming on the right way.
Meant to Fly, I rode him over 12 at Greyville, and we went back to trip with him, 1000 Scottsville. I think it will suit him, and I think he'll run very well on that day.
Fire Force doing nice. He had a good first run, and then he was a little bit off his second run, but he's coming on nicely. I think he might still need 1 or 2 more.
Race number 3, well, Gallop Preview has got numbers 2 and 8 that also are prominent in the market. They're around 8 to 1 and 14 to 1, but the favorite is Railroad. We saw him finishing third there in that rerun, and he was beaten behind the first time in the form of Spirit of Abraham and Tea Time Tipple. Runners well, Tea Time Tipple had form and was the odds-on favourite there at around 4 to 10, but unfortunately found one too good once again. But Railroad, I thought he ran a very pleasing race. Hollywoodbets Scottsville seems to be a track that suits him quite nicely. Calvin Abib aboard once again, and I think that this son of Kurari could just get the job done at the 10th time of asking. He's obviously a well-tried maiden, but he's knocking on the door for that maiden victory, and he looks to have found the right type of race to go close and happen to get the job done. Number 6, Meant to Fly. He showed quite a bit of pace last time out on the poly track over 1200 meters. I expect him to show the same pace now that he goes over 1000 meters, even though he is dropping in trip, and I see that Blinkers and Tongue Tie are both off this individual. Quite interesting. But nonetheless, I think that there is a bit of form to work with there with number 6, Meant to Fly. He's at around 9 to 2 in the market. I think he could be right up there at the finish. And then number 4, Katavar. Quite interesting that he's at around 4 to 1 in the market. He does return off a layoff. It's been 126 days since he was last seen on the racetrack. His maiden form line has held up perfect behind Perfect Outlook. There's been several winners. Perfect Outlook won the maiden. There's obviously been a horse by the name of Last One Standing, the King Pillars, all winning from that form line. So it's held up quite nicely, and you'd expect so, given that it's that was on the 26th of August. And I think he can make improvement. Whether it's good enough to see him winning this type of race, I'm not convinced, but I think he's a runner that we could include for trifectas and quartets. Number 2, Long Gallery. You heard from Gallop Preview, could just need a bit further. Maybe one for trifectas and quartets. This was Sir William. Quite interesting. I think back onto the turf, blinkers on, 1000 meters. I think watch for performance from this individual. He hasn't showed in his recent starts, but maybe watch for some improvement. He could show a bit more back onto the turf. But this horse, Railroad, Meant to Fly, they could be the horses to fight it out in race number 3. It's not a strong maiden, and I wouldn't be surprised if we were to get a bit of a result here. But I think these horses could be good enough for bipods and place accumulators number 6 and 9. Preference has to be for number 9, Railroad, just based on his last performance over track and trip. He's obviously going to take a step in the right direction now that he has his second run after a layoff. Calvin Abib, Michael Roberts has got his yard in good space at the moment. And this individual does look to be the one that they all have to be. He's at a bit of restrictive odds at even money. You're not going to get rich taking even money about him, but he does look to be the right horse in the race, coming along the right way, and he could just get his maiden out the way in race number 3.
My name's Danny Diliberto, founder of Ladles of Love. was founded back in 2014. Communities we work with are all over the peninsula, and we're working with 138 beneficiaries now. We've grown exponentially. We've been able to do that because of all the kindness that we have experienced from individuals and corporates such as Interbet, who just want to be part of the change.